This video is sponsored by Lunacy Audio. Hello nerds, welcome back to an episode of Plugin Patrol. Today, we'll be checking out Lunacy Audio's Taps and Portals in collaboration with Ben Jordan. I'm not collaborating with him, not right now at least. They collabed with him to make this plugin, and it has his name on it. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. So Lunacy Audio actually reached out to me with this plugin coming out, and I gotta be honest, it looked pretty good, as well as the fact that Ben Jordan was involved too, and I've been a big fan of him for quite some time. Seeing as I was probably gonna talk about the plugin anyways, I was like, yeah, I'll take some money to talk about the thing I was gonna talk about already for free. First thing I like to say before we dig into it, it is not intended to be a full review. They have no say in what I am going to say in this video. For those of you who do not know, Lunacy Audio are the people that brought us Beam, which is probably one of the best looking plugins of all time if you like crazy 3D graphics. As you can see here, Taps and Portals with Ben Jordan. Ben Jordan, more like, where's that guy been? I haven't seen him in a while. Ben Jordan, more like not been uploading YouTube videos. We like to have fun here. I've said this before and I'll say it once again. Beam always reminds me of the Final Fantasy node system. Taps and Portals are two different effects from Lunacy Audio that can be utilized in Beam as well as standalone effects inside of your DAW. Taps being a delay plugin and Portals being a reverb plugin. Now the beauty of Beam is that it's completely modular and you can utilize it with a bunch of effects. For those of you that do not know, Ben Jordan is not only a YouTuber and influencer. I'm just saying that word because I know it's going to upset him. It's okay. It's okay. I've been loving you. Ben Jordan also has a music project known as the Flashbulb. He's been making music longer than some of you fuckers have been alive. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a slight towards Ben or a slight towards you. His music is usually of the IDM variety, very Aphex Twin influenced. So if there's someone I would like to hear a plugin from, it might be Ben. This one was designed, so this plugin is for creative delay and feedback design. As you can see, we already have some positive reviews from Decap, Damian Taylor, and Odd Kid Out. Very rarely does a plugin look this good yet sound even better. So far, I gotta say I agree with that take, because I do think the plugin looks pretty good, although looks are not everything. That's what I keep telling myself. I do think it is one of the best delays. It has a lot of different features and a lot of different ways to get creative with it. So it has a multi-tap delay engine, allowing you to set up to 8. You can then use multiply or divide to shift the timing, creating either a smeared ambience or rhythmic patterns. One of the coolest things is you can control the pitch per tap. As you can tell, we're getting very detailed here. How often would someone want to do that? I'm not sure, but it could allow for some very creative results. So each tap has pitch control. You can skew, swing, or ping pong them using spacing controls. And then there's 5 different pitch modes. Portals gives you a creative feedback system that you can utilize within Beam. Just to reiterate here, Beam is their multi-effect engine, which you can use all of their effects within. This will allow you to feedback whatever effects are between the in and out nodes of Portal. One thing worth noting though, in order to use Portal, you do need Beam, but Taps, you do not need Beam. Basically, in order to use Portal, you need Beam because all it does is feedback. So you can't feedback nothing. One thing they have added here is smart feedback compensation. Basically, they're not going to let you kill yourself with their plugin that creates feedback loops. Thanks, Lunacy Audio. Can't have any more deaths this year. The death toll is way too high on this channel. So far, last I checked, it's 2. Basically, what they are stating here is you can use the gate, delay, and feedback controls within Portals to create gentle motion, or you can push it to the complete edge, even setting it to 100% feedback. They are ensuring your sound never runs away from you. Well, that's kind of a weird way to say that they're not going to let you kill yourself. More like your soul's not going to run away from you for good. So you can even split the feedback of Portal through different instances of Beam. And you can even use Portals inside of Portals. It comes with 50 Taps presets as well as 50 Beam presets. All presets and algorithms were crafted with Ben Jordan. So they have Ben's magic touch here. Where's that hand been, Ben? So if you ever wanted to collab with Ben and you can't afford the cost, this is probably the closest you can get. So if you're interested in it, it is $29 currently. Normal price is $59, and then they have the bundle, which is $69, which includes Beam, Taps, and Portals. It also comes with a new preset pack named Parallax. Next, I'm going to show you guys some of the things you can do with it and how I've enjoyed it thus far. So my goal here is to make some weird sounds. We're not trying to make music right now. We're trying to make some weird fucking sounds, okay? We're not making music right now. Weird sounds can turn into music, but the goal right now is not to make music. The goal is to make some weird fucking sounds. So make sure if you've watched this far in the video to say, nice song, bro. Good song. Keep it up. It's definitely capable of doing some deep delay reverb stuff. For instance, I was cycling through some presets. Here's one I found here. It's called Hydrospace. Wow. Wow. So you can do some pretty interesting stuff with this here. For instance, just took this piano with like a synth or something layered in. Use this preset here called Feed Me Pads. You basically, the point being, you can make some pretty complex effects chains here. I'll cycle through some of them and I'll show you how complex these can get. It seems to not be as terrible on the CPU as you think it would be. For instance, this current one is adding about 7 or 8%, it looks like. So it sounds like a slightly tweaked sine. Maybe this would be a good sound to test some effects on. Wow. Pretty impressive. Wow. We'll see what happens if you throw a trader on it. You didn't hear that from me. Ooh. It's like a Windows startup sound. How did he do it? A few presets and a few plugins. So the craziest thing here is we're just starting with a tweaked sine wave. We could take these same effects and change the sound and it'd probably give a completely different thing. I'm not just selecting presets, I am tweaking them a little bit here too. That's generally what I will do if I'm trying to make sounds quickly. I will pick preset and then what I don't like about it, I will take out. For instance, I did not like this ring mod here in this infiltrator patch. That was me checking out taps and portals. In particular, I was utilizing it through Beam. It's only 29 bucks currently. So, hey, if you're looking for a delay plugin, it looks pretty sweet. Shout out to Lunacy Audio for sponsoring this video. And make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Consider watching this playlist here. It has a bunch of plugins I've reviewed or checked out on video. I'll see you guys next time.